was only 10 years old at the time, and we used to live in a small old house 4 hours away from Vancouver. I was always switching schools due to my parents buying houses, then flipping them for a higher price, so we didn't stay in the house for very long. It caused me mental trauma for a while. The house was really eerie when I first entered it. Creaky floors, the past stains, the old smell, and a feeling of something odd. Normally the houses in the past I lived in were very creaky and old, and also made noises as well. However, this house was a little bit different. After a month living there, strange things occurred at night. Lights dimming, odd sounds coming from the basement, occasional shifting noises, as if something faint was being scraped against the concrete floor. It normally kept me up all night. When I fell back asleep, I would wake up a couple hours later to something suffocating me. I can feel my body pinned to the bed, unable to move. It feels like sleep paralysis. However, the force of something or someone choking me was way too much. As I slowly rolled my eyes to the side of the bed, I saw a person with white makeup appearing to resemble a mime, having his hands on my neck so tightly gripped. The moment I tried to make out his face, I blacked out. When I woke up in the morning, everything seemed fine. No pains, no marks around my neck. It was like a dream. During that day, my sister and I decided to explore the basement as we wanted to have some space to play and run around. We opened the door leading down to the basement. I remembered it was very dark and eerie. I told my sister to walk behind me because the stairs were very steep and there were no hand railings, so we had to use the walls to guide ourselves down. As I took a couple steps, the stairs creaked more than usual, and something didn't feel right. As I looked behind me to see if my sister was doing alright, the stairs beneath her started to crack and break, and then eventually caused her to fall down, slamming her body to the cement ground. I cried for her name, and I held on the stairs as it was collapsing down to the ground as well. It collapsed over top of my sister, burying her under the rubble and debris of the stairs. I was still on top of this collapsed stairs, confused and dazed what happened. My parents came running towards us just to see the stairs collapse, looking at me. I looked back at them, not saying anything and just confused and dazed at what's going on. My parents just yelled out for me and my sister. However, my sister didn't come out or responded. My sister crawled out from the debris, crying and covered in blood from the top down. My parents rushed into the basement from the other side as the stairs were collapsed. Once they managed to reach to us, they both checked our injuries to see if we were fine. Just some scratch and scrapes and no other major injuries. Later, after my parents took pictures and evidence to sue the people who built the stairs, my sister told me something that I will never forget. When I was under the stairs, a person in black and white grabbed my leg and dragged me into the dark place. It really hurt a lot of what he was doing, but I didn't know what was happening. I just felt cuts and bruises and sprains happening all over my body. However, it didn't appear to be there. When I glanced at a distance, I saw sunlight or something. After I crawled towards the light, and made it there. It seems like I was out of the staircase. However, when I looked back, he was staring at me with a wide smile, gesturing me to come back to him. A couple years later, we decided to move out and sell the house to someone else. The new house that we decided to move in was, of course, a lot friendlier in a way, and not creepy or eerie, and no one actually died in the house. However, to those who are residing in the house, I swear to God, I hope anything that happened to me won't happen to you at all. Also, if you see the ghost in black and white, don't talk to it. Don't interact with it. Don't even look at it. Because if you do, and if it looks back at you smiling with this wide smile, it might be your last day on Earth, as it will get you and take you into its dimension and torture you for all eternity if you cannot escape